First gear's gone. Officially. 100%. Proven. Gone. Morning, welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year for everybody. I know it's been a few weeks, I think about a week and a half since I posted, and it was due because I was out on vacation with the family, right? Enjoying the New Year's and celebrations, and obviously spending some time with the kids and the wife and all that. Now we are back to normal activities, and today what we're gonna do is pray that first gear is still in the car. So there's one thing that I haven't done yet to double check to see if the transmission is good or bad, and that is to actually put it manually into gear. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go ahead and remove the shifter and put it manually. Let me show you what it's doing. I'm gonna give you guys another cold start because I haven't started. I just had to put air on the left back tire again. Seems to be we have a leak on the valve stem. So I came and it was flat, so I just put air on it. So let me go ahead and take the truck out because I do need to actually, if first gear is there, I need to have some space because I'm not gonna have a shifter to put it in neutral. So let me show you what it's doing, and yeah, let's pray to God that it's a shifter problem and not a transmission problem. So let me get you guys a cold start, bring this out a little bit so we can have some space to move forward, and we'll take it from there. Start. Let me show you guys what this thing is doing when we put it into first gear. All right, so we go first gear and we give it some gas, and it's like slipping quite a bit. So what I'm assuming is that the shifter is not engaging completely. So what I'm going to do is pull it back. Actually, let me pull it back a little more so it goes down. And we're gonna lift it up, take the shifter out, and put it manually into first gear and see if it engages. If it engages and moves forwards, that means that there's an issue with the shifter. If it doesn't engage and is doing the same thing, then we know our first gear keys are probably gone. Alrighty, so let's see. I'm a little nervous. Moment of truth. It's on first gear. Technically, we should be able to start it, and it should move forward. So let's see. Let me put you guys here, and let's find out what it does. Cross your fingers. It's on first gear, so let's see. First gear's gone. First gear's gone. Officially. 100%. Proven. Gone. Let's go ahead and call ATF and find out what the damages are going to be, because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be pretty. All right, just got off the phone with ATF. As always, they're extremely helpful. They're very informative, and obviously they can't give me a quote on what it would cost to fix it because they don't know what's wrong with it. Said it could be as simple as the clutches. That could run you anywhere between $300 to $500, or it could be more damages, more depth into it. So it could be anywhere between $500 to $1,500. So it all depends on exactly what's wrong with it. He did mention, don't drive it, do not drive it, because I told him, I was like, hey, listen, second gear is still fine. Can I do some street pulls on second gear? He's like, I wouldn't recommend you on it, because if there is metal in it, that means the gears, that means that the metal is going through the torque converter, and I'm gonna damage the torque converter. So it's officially, it's parked. We gotta take out the transmission again and take it over to ATF. Now the issue is that all my funds are currently parked, because we are, thankfully, luckily we are blessed to be in the opportunity of house hunting. So obviously when you house hunt, you cannot make big purchases because that's gonna affect your approval rating or in your debt to income ratio if you put it on a credit card and all that. So this is gonna have to be done after my wife and I find a house, we close on it, then and only then is when we can go ahead and put some money into it again. So unfortunately, guys, this project has come to a stall for, I foresee, a month or so. Obviously, we're gonna be working on it. We're gonna be keep doing little changes here and there. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna flip it around, park it backwards, because there's a lot of stuff that we can be doing in the meantime that we figure out the transmission situation. Number one, we are gonna go ahead and not install, but get everything set up for my welder for slippery welding to finish the cage. So essentially, now that I'm thinking of everything, I'm planning on taking all the interior out, maybe even the windshield, bring the cage in from my garage and bring it over here and start putting it inside the truck. I do have a welder, which I'm gonna just tack in place where they should be. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the work for slippery welding as far as mocking everything and putting everything in place where it should go, and then send it out to them so he can finish welding it together. I do not trust my own welds, so this is my safety. So we're gonna have it welded correctly, but I am gonna do the work for as far as putting it inside the truck and running all the tubing and all that. So I think that's probably what we're gonna be working on as far as the time frame while we get this truck, this powerglide situation set up. This sucks. This really sucks, because we were finally on the right path. Had the suspension on, getting ready to test, but this is part of the game. You try, you test, you break, you fix, you redo it again. So here we are. Let's go ahead and flip this thing over and yeah, work on other stuff. Here we are, parked. This sucks. This really does suck. But like I said, it's part of the game. You build it, you race it, you break it, start the cycle all over again. So we're gonna go ahead and lift it up a little bit, put it on the jack stands, start. I don't even know what I'm gonna start doing today because I'm a little bit hurt right here. So I think I'm gonna just put it on the jack stands. Maybe take out the wheels, take out the exhaust, maybe the drive shaft. I don't know because it's a little hurting. I'm a little hurt right now. I'm upset at you, Dirty Red. So yeah, let's see what we're gonna do today. I don't have any goals for today, just for the simple fact that we just figured this out today. They did tell me don't drain it, just bring it over. Don't drive it. If you're gonna drive it, drain it and see if there's anything on it. But if you're not gonna drive it, just don't even worry about draining it. Don't make the mess. Just leave it in there, bring it in full, and they'll take a look at everything. And obviously bring over the converter so they can cut it open, clean it up, weld it back together. So here we are. Again, we're gonna do this transmission again. Wish us luck. Alrighty, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna come honest with some things here. When I put this car together in the wiring stages, I was doing everything beautifully. Now I came to the last part of the build where we're just putting things together. I had some hiccups when it came to my fuse panel, where the negative portion of it apparently got damaged one way or another. So it was shorting and it caught on fire. Well, it smoked a little bit. Didn't caught on fire, but it started to smoke. So I had to just essentially take out all the negative terminals out of it, and actually just use it as a positive fuse box, right? So that's fine, it's working fine. I relocated it. The problem is that when that happened, I kind of fixed it in the middle of the road, and ended up being, because I was stuck on the side of the road, and it ended up being a mess. And the issue was that I never cleaned it up, so it looked like crap. You probably noticed on some of the videos all the crazy wiring that was underneath it, and I never got around fixing it. Let me show it to you. So this was the mess of wires. So all this negative terminals along with this one were down here, right? I had that little box over here. So when it caught on fire, I had to I moved it over. I put all the grounds together just so I can make it to the storage, and never actually fixed it. So now that the car is down because of that little beautiful thing that's right there, now I'm gonna actually clean everything up. I took out the dash already. We're gonna go ahead and rewire this whole car again, but this time clean. It's gonna be good. So I want to put the hoop of the roll cage so I can have the bars, and the main bar that I want to have in is a crossbar, because that's where all my wiring is going to be ran through, right? So I want to make sure that I do it nice and neat this time around, not in desperation on the side of the road. So I went ahead and labeled all the wirings, and we're going to get to working on that while we figure that thing out. So I just wanted to come clean about this because it's been bothering the heck out of me, and now it's time to fix it. So we are done for today. Went ahead and cleaned up a little bit up here because it was obviously full of radiator water from the time that my belt came off. So cleaned up that a little bit, took out the exhaust, took out the starter, took out the drive shaft, took out the dash. That way we can actually go ahead and work on the wiring, and at the same time that I'm saving up for fixing this power glide. So we're done for today. We did some little things to get it ready to be able to drop the transmission, and obviously a little bit of maintenance. I'm gonna go get some new oil. I'm gonna go get a new filter, and do a little maintenance on it, replace the spark plugs. I already have a set of 8 spark plugs, brand new ones. So I'm just gonna do some maintenance and obviously some cleanup, and redo the wiring, and make it nice by the time we hit the streets again. So that's it for me today. It's been a rough day, but it is what it is. Like I said a few times already on this video, you build it, you race it, you break it, and you rinse and repeat. Do it again. So it is hard on your mind. It is, the crazy thoughts of quitting all obviously come along, because it's like money and problems. I mean, I've taken this transmission out, I think 5 times, or four or 5 times throughout this whole build process. So it's been hard, but obviously it's part of the journey. It's part of the project. I'm not gonna quit. This is what the goal that we have. This is what we're gonna do. This car's not going anywhere until it sees 9 seconds. Once it sees 9 seconds on the quarter mile, then we'll talk about either a giveaway, selling it so we can do another project, figure things out. But this car is not going anywhere until it sees 9 seconds. I am committed to that. But obviously we have to fix it. So that's where we are today. Keep up on my TikTok. I am going to be posting obviously some videos about perhaps how-tos or ideas to come along to create some content for you guys while it's down, because we still have a lot of work to do on it, and I'll figure some things out to post about. So keep an eye out on the other social medias, social platforms such as TikToks and Instagram. I'm not that heavy on the Facebook, but Instagram and TikTok, that's what I'm focusing on. And obviously YouTube, I'll be trying to do some shorts and try to keep you guys engaged through this period. This is a new curve for me, this whole content creation. So I don't know. Give me an honest feedback. Do you guys like the series that I've been doing? Tell me a little bit. Do you guys like the channel? Is there something you guys want to see in particular? Is there something I should be doing differently? Let me know in the comments. And well, that's that for today. I'll talk to you guys later, and have a great afternoon.